Hey folks, welcome back to another challenge, and I've been doing this for the last 20 weeks, so this is the week 20 update. And this is what happened last week on Monday, which was this red bar over here. I put in my trade, and I expected the stock to finish between my blue arrows here, this 101 call and my 94 put. And by Friday, the stock did close at $100.44, so that was pretty close. On Thursday, it went above my 101, so I would have sold all of my shares if the stock had closed above there at like 102 or something, but luckily it didn't, so that was a close call. It finished right below my call strike price. So I ended up collecting $214 in premiums. No shares were bought or sold, so I still have my 300 shares. The stock went up about $3 from 97 the previous Friday close. So what that means is I was up $1,422 last week, bringing my total profit to $3,100. So that's really good because I'm now getting back very close to where I should be, which is this yellow line. And I added this new metric in here, annualized ROI. So this tells you up to this point what my return on investment has been with this challenge. Now my goal is to reach 50, so I still have some ways to go, but it's a lot better than where it was a month ago. But let's take a look at what the stock is doing today and what the price action is showing. Okay, so I'm going to move this bar over to Friday, December the 9th, which is this Friday, and today is a Monday, so I have a regular week of trading here. Now we're still within this pink channel, which has been the case for the last couple of months. So there has to be like some pretty big news for the stock to go out of this trading range. Looking at the EMA, which is this blue line here, which averages the previous 21 days of stock price, the slope is going up. So I think there is a higher chance that the stock will go up instead of down. So I might move my call over here to maybe 104. So it's near the top of this channel, and I'll move my puts up as well. Probably move that one to 97 and this one to 95. The reason why I'm choosing 97 is because I have 300 shares already at $101 per share. That's my average cost. So if I buy another 100 shares at 97, then my average cost would be brought down to $100. I think there's going to be pretty strong resistance up here at 104, not only because the stock was having trouble going past that earlier in October, but also 104 sort of sets this line where the stock was trading at above before and then it broke down. So the line changed from support to resistance. In terms of the downside, that's harder to say. I think 95 is probably as low as it'll go just because it'll still be within this horizontal channel. It's possible if the overall market is down a lot that Alphabet will break through 95 and go lower, but it's done that in the past and it just bounced right back up. So I think the chances of dropping below 95 very small. So I don't think the stock is going to move too much this week. There's not a ton of news coming out. Next week is going to be a big week because that's when we have CPI data as well as the Fed meeting and interest rate announcement. But this week is probably going to be pretty tame. Let's take a look at the option chain for Alphabet and see what we can do today. Okay, the stock is at 101.01. So if I had last week's options right now, then this would be in the money. So that's why I like doing weekly options. The time duration is pretty short, so you're not risking like long-term price movements. So if I take a look at the option here for 104, that's $41, not bad. So maybe I will sell a string of calls at 103 strike. I can get $65. That's not bad. And then I'll sell the 104 and then 105 and maybe even a 106, right? So that's 4 call options. So I should get about $150 from that. If Alphabet closes the week a couple dollars higher at 103, then only one lot will get exercised. So instead of having 300 shares, I will have 200 shares. But the higher the stock price goes, obviously, the more chance we're going to get a pullback. As you can see in the past, the stock has gone up, 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 and then a pullback, and then up, and then a pullback, very aggressive push up, and then a massive pullback, up and then pull back. And right now we're sort of still in this uptrend, so maybe we'll get a pullback. But the higher it goes, the more likely in the short term that it's going to pull back, especially when the EMA is down here. Over time, the stock likes to be around the blue line. So if it gets too far extended from that, then in the following days, it's likely to go back down. So if I only sell a 103 call and I do that 3 times, well, if the stock ends the week at 104, so that's like leaving $300 on the table. Okay, so this is actually going up. It went from 148 to now 151. Oh, it's going back down again. So I'm going to choose 150 and submit that. Now for the put side, so I will sell a 97 put and also a 95 put. So I'm just splitting my puts and calls so they will get filled easier. And I'll make about 34 cents from this. I'll go with 35 and I can adjust this later. Bring this down to 149 and this down to 34.
Order filled.
Okay, the string of call options has been filled. The put option, not yet. I'm going to drop this down to 32.
Order filled.
Okay, so the puts filled as well. So here are my trades. Now it is further along in the day. It looks like Alphabet has come down a little bit. So I'm actually going to buy a bear call spread at maybe like the 107 level. So 107 would be up here. I don't think the stock market is strong enough for this kind of push all the way up here. So I'm going to take a look at the option chain here at 107. I can make 6 cents here, and then maybe I'll go to the 110 and try to make about 4 cents per contract, and I'll try to sell 10 contracts and see if that fills.
Order filled.
Okay, so that bear call spread did fill at 4 cents. So overall, that's $40 in premiums plus 32 plus 153 is 225, and subtract the commissions is 216, which is going to be 294 Canadian dollars. So that's pretty much it for now. My lowest price call is at 103 and my highest put is 97. So hopefully the stock ends the week, which is this line here between these two numbers. Basically, as we get higher up to the top of this channel, I expect the stock to pull back to get back within the middle of this channel. And if the stock comes down, I expect it to go back up until the stock breaks out of this channel, like we close a full bar above or below this channel. So we'll have to see where the stock ends by the end of this week. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and I'll give you another update next time. Bye for now.